Hey there, today I'm going to show you how to draw Robin from Teen Titans Go. So we're going to start with the nose because the nose actually sits in front of his eyes a little bit. So let's start from there. I'm going to do what looks like sort of a backwards C. Okay, just like that, a little bit crooked, okay? And then from here we're going to do two straight diagonal lines going out from this nose. So just underneath the top, we're going to go to the right side. And then from this point, we're going to go all the way out to the left. Okay, now the left side is a little bit longer than the right because his head's turned sort of facing that way. Okay, and then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a loop connecting to the point where that nose was, and then if I imagine this part of the eye kind of comes under behind that nose. Okay, and then from here I'm going to go ahead and thicken up the eyes. Okay, so let's go ahead on the outer rim of the both eyes. Just create a thick sort of black line, okay? And you can do what I'm doing, which is I'm going sort of back and forth using sort of short sort of swipes to create the thick lines. Alright. Okay, so once we get that, let's draw the mouth. So the mouth is actually quite small and it sort of sits in between these two eyes quite high up. So I'm just going to do a simple mouth like this. You can go in if you want and draw an open mouth if you'd like, but I'm just going to do a closed mouth. Then from here, I'm going to sort of create the face. So starting from the front of the face, so if I imagine here is where the top of the forehead is, and come down slowly, touching that eye, and then to the chin, which is sort of equally spaced from the nose up and down. And come down to a point. Okay, then from here I'm going to go out to the side of the face, and you can see that I'm using my fingers to sort of help me guide the space. Okay, so from the bottom of the ear I'm going to come down a little bit and then do a sharp turn towards this chin, just like that. Okay, and then for the ear it's sort of like a sideways rectangle but with softer corners. So the bottom goes along to the side, along the top, and then down to the sideburn. Okay, and from here I'm just going to draw in the hair, so going up, back down, going up to a point, coming down, and he sort of has two sort of lines for his widow's peak here. Okay, and then from this point his hair sort of pulled back, so let's start over here, halfway up the ear, this way. I'm going to go up to the front, into the front of the hair. Okay, so I know that the longest point is somewhere around here, so I'm just going to draw a couple points here like this, like that, and like so. Then I can go in and color this hair, but I'm not going to do that right now, but I'll do it afterwards. Okay, let's go down to the neck. So here, I'm just going to draw two lines straight down. Okay, and from this point, I can just sort of round out where the shoulders go. Okay, now I'm not doing the whole arm. Okay, I'm just doing a little bit, and then from here, I'll draw the top of his sort of cape. And then from here, I'm going to actually color this part in because it's a small area. Okay. There we go. Okay. Then from here, I can sort of block in his shoulders. So he's got short sleeves, so I'm going to draw a straight line across here, and I'll just round out the top of that arm. Okay. And from here, I got the back, which is a curve. And then the chest, it also curves, it sort of tapers towards the waist. Okay, I'm just going to put a line right here to finish off that sleeve. Okay, now let's get into, okay, well I'm going to put in some detail in the chest. So a little three-sided square with a small little rectangle. And I'll draw a circle here for his Robin symbol. And actually you can go in and just sort of kind of eyeball what the R would be. So I'm just drawing in, or coloring in the negative space of that R. Okay? You can take a little bit more time than I did to do that, a little bit better. Anyways, let's get into the belt. So here, around here, so the circle for his belt. Okay? I'm going to draw two equal length lines on either side, like so. And I'll draw a slightly longer line that overlaps. And I'll angle up the waist. Okay? Come down on either side, and then finish it off by connecting the 2 points, and I'll just divide it with two lines like that. Okay, Now I'm looking at an actual reference picture of what Robin looks like, so I'm just kind of going back with my eye to make sure that I'm spacing these things out. So his head about a little bit bigger than his waist, and then just making sure that I have all these things spaced out. So let's go into his hands. So I'm going to draw two curved lines like this for his arm. I'm going to draw a long line across to finish that off for his glove. And then from here, I'll draw two lines coming down. And his thumb looks like sort of like a little half rectangle. I'll do an overlap here for his index finger. Okay, I'll go straight across, and I'll draw kind of a loop to finish off the back of the hand. Okay, then from here, I'm actually going to draw in the glove first because it's sort of the biggest thing here. So an angled line, straight line across, down, across, and then I'll loop this around like that for his knuckle. I will draw a line straight out and curved in for his forearm, and then just draw a little overlap like that. Okay. Now from here, let's draw his legs. So it looks like it goes from thin and it sort of flares out. So I'll go down equally on either side towards his knees, draw a line across the bottom, and then just do an overlap like that. Okay. Then from here, I'm gonna draw two sort of wider lines coming out towards the back of the heels, and I'll draw the bottoms. Okay, so now I know that this is sort of spatially correct. Okay, the bottoms of his feet. Now these will flare down, so I'll draw two lines flaring down, and I'm going back and forth just to make sure I have the same heights. Okay, so if I did one leg, I'd go back and it'd be a little bit confusing for me, so I'm just doing it this way. So from here, I'm going to curve the top. So doing half circles for the tops of his feet. I'll draw a little line here for his soles, and then I'll make a thicker line along the fronts, just like that. I'll draw a little curved line for the tops of his boots. All right, and I think these are black. This is black as well. So if I want, I can actually go in and color these in, but I won't do that right now. I'm going to draw in his cape. So here it looks like he's got a line that comes down like that, straight across, okay, and then up towards his back, and I think that's it. There's Robin from Teen Titans Go. I hope you enjoyed this program, so please give us a like. Thanks for watching.